Hi guys, one of the questions that I get asked on a daily basis is why should I choose Foresight Sports GC2 and HMT over any other system? We caught up with some of our customers to find out the reason that they decided to choose Foresight Sports.
Well, I have, at that point I had 2 radar systems, but I just wasn't happy with the numbers I was seeing, and they would come up with something that said, well, the reason the numbers don't quite make sense is the ball was hit off center, and I didn't like that you couldn't see where the ball was hit on the radar. So being the curious thing I am, I just kept looking, and the Foresight I really like. The GC2 HMT technology I think is great. I have one in my garage at home and I use one down at the club. Love it, seen some really great results with it as well.
I realised that with a radar sitting behind the club head, there was no way it could tell me 2 very critical factors about impact, and that was the closing rate of the face and also the impact location and the face angle. A radar would never be able to read that, so I realised quite quickly that the algorithms they were using were based on static ball flight data and wouldn't really give me much accuracy from a coaching point of view about club head delivery.
I think more than anything I just like the simplicity of it, just very easy to use, very easy to show the customer what was going on. And for my particular club it was the ideal facility because I've got a bay that hits out onto a range. I don't have any indoor place, so it was ideal. I can do so many things with it.
The front-facing camera that actually sees the club face, for me, is far more important.
I used to have a radar launch monitor indoors with the club I was working at, and the results just weren't good enough. The size of the room that we had was borderline too small, but we went with it anyway. And I didn't have any confidence giving fitting sessions. You know, hit one too hard, it wouldn't register, hit one too soft, it wouldn't register. So I started fitting with the GC2 up on the range, translating that to indoors as well. The results are phenomenal.
The fact that it sits at the side, I like the fact that it actually captures what's happening at impact with a series of photos. That for me is if it's capturing real data, also it can come back to, you know, it's pretty much for me the only one that actually shows where it hits it on the club face as well. So that alone, capturing the actual data at impact, which is the most important part of golf, it just went head and shoulders above the others. And then when I looked at the others and that fact that, you know, it's 10 feet away, there's a club head in between the ball and that, I'm not sure how it knows where it's hit the club face. But there's just the whole black area there of where is it actually generating the data from. So for me, indoor, outdoor, you know, there was no choice, it was just GC2 all the way.
One of the questions I had for a launch monitor in terms of radar was the face analysis. I was quite keen when I was coaching that people were able to see what the face was doing through the impact area and where they struck the ball. So for me, from behind, I don't see how that was possible. So using HMT with GC2 was the next step really.
Doing the little research that I did, I realised that to get the more accurate information both on the club for teaching and the ball obviously for fitting, the camera system was a little bit more accurate. The radar system tends to evaluate things based on equations rather than actually giving you the facts, so that was one of the main reasons. But I would be honest and say the portability of the unit was more attractive than anything else.
Hi guys, thanks for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. To check out more videos or explore the channel, just click here. Alternatively, you can subscribe on the button below. And don't forget to stay up to date, you can follow us on our social media channels, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.